Do you know what is the one thing that separates good boxers from bad ones? Maybe somebody thinks it's good footwork or even good defense. While that is true, technique is very important. But if you cannot deliver that technique, it can be useless. Why do some boxers like Mayweather or Manny Pacquiao punch like lightning while maybe your punches feel stiff and slow? But believe it or not, your body is already capable of being way faster and more explosive than you are right now. All beginners struggle with this, and that one most important thing is being relaxed like a whip to deliver that thunder like punch that cannot be predicted. In today's video, you will learn the biggest mistakes stopping you from becoming a fluid, fast fighter, get the information and even analogies that will for sure help you become more relaxed. Also, if you want a free 7-day training and nutrition plan for fighters and bodybuilders with boxing basics and bonus quick testosterone tips, check the description. Don't forget to like and subscribe. What determines the speed of a strike? Let's start with what determines fast striking. As a beginner, you can fix the biggest mistake every beginner makes right away, or at least in the quickest time possible so you don't waste time. In almost every sport, speed and of course power have been two of the most important aspects and major deciding factors separating losers from winners in combat sports. Boxing is maybe the best example of this fact, where not just psychological speed is needed to think and react in a short time, but also physical speed for your body to follow your brain's commands that deliver the muscular action. While there are many aspects that impact the speed of your strikes, mentioning all of them in one video is not possible, so there will be more videos about this broad topic. The most important ones are developing explosive power by prioritizing training that activates fast twitch muscle fibers, hand speed, and, of course, proper technique. At the beginning of the video, I mentioned that you already have the speed within you. My goal is to give you the key to unlocking your full speed potential immediately. One of the biggest reasons beginner boxers waste energy and move inefficiently is excessive tension, either holding tension at the wrong times or in the wrong muscles. That is understandable due to nervousness or lack of experience, which is typical for beginners. For every muscular movement that your body makes, especially punches, you have agonist and antagonist muscles. The agonist, as the name suggests, is the prime mover. This is the main muscle that produces movement by contracting to generate force, while the antagonist is the opposite muscle that relaxes and lengthens, allowing smooth movement and preventing excessive force that could cause injury. An example with punching. The agonist would be the triceps contracting to generate force, while the antagonist, the biceps, relaxes to allow the punch to flow. So, if your antagonist is more relaxed, your movement speed will be faster. For someone just learning the movement, they will be tense due to not knowing what they are doing and being nervous. But boxing is a skill, and skills cannot be learned overnight. I know I said you can become faster right away, but if you practice, you will be 10 times faster than when you first watched this video and started applying the analogies I will give you. If you are thinking, what? It can't be that hard to relax and throw a punch. Anybody can do that. Here's where the double peak comes in. When you throw a punch, the first peak is the start, the generation of force from point A to point B. Then in the middle, there's relaxation to allow your punch to flow and gain speed. Your fist should not be clenched, and right before impact or as it lands, you tense up and add more power by clenching your fists. That is the second peak. Some coaches call this the snap. The more skilled a fighter is, the more relaxed the movement is during the flow phase, and the more explosive the tension is at the impact phase. It looks more like a dance. Meanwhile, beginners often have pushy punches. Analogies for relaxation. Let's start with the jab. Think of it as a snake strike. If you've ever watched documentaries, snakes are usually calm and slow until they sense danger. Then they explode like a whip, snapping forward before recoiling. Your jab should be the same. Do not pull your hand back or telegraph the punch. Just snap it forward from the shoulder, fully relax the arm, and turn your fist at the end to land on the knuckle. For the cross, the best way to think of it is as a whip. Imagine pulling your body like a whip to generate power, with the arm extending like the whip's tip. The part that does damage is the very end of the whip, right before it recoils. For the hook, imagine a shot put athlete throwing a metal ball. It's nearly the same movement. Rotate to throw the punch as if you're releasing something from your hand. You can start without even throwing the punch, just using your hips to understand the movement first. Of course, for all of these to work, you need firm footwork and a strong base for your kinetic chain to generate power, because all power starts from the feet. Exercises for speed. Now that you've unlocked your potential, I will give you exercises to make you even more explosive and faster. Not only will you be fast, but you will also be more powerful. What determines explosiveness? Fast twitch muscle fibers and neuromuscular connection. We will focus on building them through speed drills and explosive exercises. First, let's start with the basics. Shadowboxing. Shadowboxing is not only the foundation for everything, but also a key drill for sharpening technique and speed. It can be done by itself without equipment, but if your goal is to have hands that feel like paper when throwing, you need to add two things to your arsenal: resistance bands and light weights. You can do one or the other or both for maximum gains. The benefit of both is that the added resistance makes your shoulders adapt, so when you punch without them, your hands will feel like bullets flying through the air. However, you must do it consistently, as speed diminishes over time. A good method is doing 1 minute of shadow boxing with resistance, then 1 minute without, repeating for 3 to 5 rounds. The second key tool is the heavy bag. Once you learn to throw a perfect punch, speed and power will no longer be an issue. Heavy bag work builds this through high repetitions while teaching you to breathe properly. This is a must for punching like a pro. You can find heavy bags in most gyms or boxing gyms. If you do it after a gym workout, you can go for 3 to 5 rounds of 2 to 3 minutes each, focusing on speed, accuracy, and technique. This not only builds the perfect punch, but also improves cardio and power while being brutally fun. For explosiveness training, you must work both your lower and upper body. Lower body exercises, box jumps, squat, jumps, Bulgarian squat jumps. Do 10 to 15 reps for each or choose one and do it for 3 rounds. Upper body exercises, battle rope explosive waves, 45 seconds, kettlebell swings, 15 to 20 reps, landmine punches, 12 to 15 reps per hand. You should not do all of these in one training session, especially if mixing in other types of workouts. Experiment to see what fits your routine best. You can have one workout dedicated to explosiveness for both lower and upper body, or you can split them across different days. Put in the grind, and speed and power will come as a trophy for your hard work. Thank you for watching. If you got value from this, drop a like, share it with someone who needs it, and hit subscribe for more. See you next time. Have you ever thought about learning a martial art like boxing, but felt held back by a lack of time or nerves over starting with no skills, or even the fear of getting hurt? Or, if you already have some boxing experience, would you like to build a physique designed to make you faster, more explosive, and powerful with endurance that's tailored to striking? Imagine building a body that's not only visually impressive but also complements your boxing skills. With a focus on nutrition for recovery, boosting testosterone, maximizing energy, and overall health, backed by my extensive study of reaching the highest natural testosterone levels possible, this program gives you everything you need and more. Take control, train like a predator, and unleash your full potential like a tiger.